Okay, Keith here. I wanted to get back to some my guitar channel here a little bit. I've been away for a minute. But anyway, I was trying to identify maybe some gaps and some things that I haven't seen on the internet. And look, there's plenty of monster players who just play like, you've never heard and you have access to them. But I was trying to figure out, what I could contribute. And one of the things that I noticed is, the guys who are watching them, you can find the best players in the world and watch their videos, and they'll show you a lot of licks and what to do. They'll tell you what to practice. But the one thing they don't do is, and it's not a criticism, it's just they probably just don't have the time, is they don't really actually sit down and actually practice what they tell you to practice, or show you how to practice what they tell you to practice. Now, of course, they'll say, well, here's a great lick and here's a great scale, and then they play it so fast you have to slow it down, which is a nice thing about YouTube. You can slow it down. But in any event, I thought if you go to like a guitar school or anything like that, they always put you in a room with a bunch of other players, and you sit there and practice together, or you get together with friends and practice. And most of the practice sessions, like when you go with other players, are just jam sessions. But to really get that facility that they have, like most of those pro players have been playing 20, 30 years, right? They have a facility that if you're just starting out or just learning the pentatonic scales or the CAGED system and all that, you probably don't have the facility or the fluidity on the neck that they do yet. And that only comes from one thing, is practice. So I thought, geez, I'll just go through and show you how to practice some of this stuff, which I think may be valuable. So I'm going to start with, like, the CAGED system. They have the C chords, those. And we'll do all the keys, but I just want to get through the simple ones first, right? So those are all the CAGED cowboy kind of chords in all the positions. Right, third and then fifth in the bass and fifth in the bass root, fifth in the bass down here. And the pentatonic scale is made up for each one of those positions of all the same notes. The 1, 2, 3, right? 5, 6, and 1 of the scale, of the C scale. So, that's C, D, E, G, A, C. And you play it in every position in the neck. There's a couple common ones. Not to belabor talking because we want to get to playing this stuff, but the one everybody knows, right, is that one. So there's a couple other ones. So let's get a click going here, and let's play through all of the pentatonic scales of the CAGED system, I guess you could say, in order, and see what we comes up with. I have this at 72. Yeah, that'll be all right. That'll nice and might be a little slow for some of you, but it's okay to play slow, to get these under your belt and play along is the idea of it. The first pass through, we're going to do them twice. We do them all down picks in each position, and I'll pause between each position. And sometimes there's some alternate fingerings that a lot of players use. And we'll put those in too, just for practice sake. So the first one is the open string one for this C chord. It starts with E here is the lowest one. And you want to use all down picks to start. We'll do all the other variations then, but let's just... And you want to try to get right on. Let's do it again. Now, the good thing about this is if you need to do it faster, just go into YouTube, go into the settings of the video, and turn it a little bit faster, okay? So that's the first one, all down picks. The second position one for this C chord, and of course it's movable, which we'll get into in all the different practice sessions. Again, all down picks, it looks like this. Play along. It's kind of a good routine to get going in the morning. All down picks, try to get a nice sound. I'll goof a couple up probably. Let's do it again. Take your time. You know, think of the notes that you're playing, like G, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G. I see a lot of players when they're improvising, they'll play it like this. 1, 3. And they'll go back. They'll go back again. Go back. And now they're back in position. Okay? So that's the first two that we have pretty good there. Let's go to the one everybody knows, all down picks. Let's do it now with the 1-3 option. You'll see a lot of players play it like this, especially when they're playing. You know, you can also think, okay, when you're playing this stuff, this is the 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 of the key or the scale in this case. Go up to this one. And we'll do the 4th finger variation. Let's do the 3rd finger variation. You know, try to get right on that beat. I think I'm pretty close to it. Okay, the next one starts on the 2nd degree, and it falls over this version of C. Starts on the 2. Maybe you want to do the 4th finger variation fingering. Kind of a shift of position there. Shift positions and then come back to it. Okay. Next one. Again, all the same notes, just playing them in all different positions. Let's do them with the 3rd finger variation. Now let's do them all with up picks. And it has a little, very subtle different, usually a little bit softer. I would listen to a couple of cats in Nashville talk about up picks, and you watch them, they play a lot of up picks where you wouldn't expect it. So you want to learn to do some up picking. Go down to this one. I probably should have did that one again. All up picks. Do the 1st and 3rd finger variation. And the trick is here to try to pick them all in the same volume, which is kind of a real subtle thing. Down to the next one, all up picks. See, that was a little bit louder though. Let's do the first and 3rd finger variation in this position. everybody knows. All up picks. Oh, goof that one up a little bit. And the first and third finger variation here. See how easy it is to, you want to make sure you're only playing the note that you want. Now when you're playing live, it doesn't make much difference, but when you're playing in the studio and recording stuff, all those little imperfections, like that was a little bit early. Okay, so there's that. Now, of course, the next one is down up. Now you should do every possible way. You can play along doing any picking. You should do them all. Like you could do down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down. Let's do down, up, down, up. One more time. Next position. With the third finger option. The one everybody knows. Third finger. Third finger option. Fourth finger option on this one. And the last one. And I would do the third finger option. And you can go back down. Double notes, you want to try to avoid that. A little bit out of tune. So you have all the different forms. go. So there you are in C. So you want to go ahead and practice that every day until you get those down, and then we'll take it to a different key and go through all the keys and kind of go from there then. So let me stop this annoying click. There we go. And thanks for watching, and I certainly hope that you take the time to practice them like this. I'll be doing all of them, and hopefully it'll make you a better player. You can see how you can get through this. I think next I'll do major scales in C. So let's do that. All right, talk to you next time.